Saints for Recovery Act efforts in Hurricane Sandy and Maria. He is known for his work in Syrian refugee issue in Europe and anti-sweatshop campaign against Nike. Oh wow, man, welcome to the stage, brother.
How we doing, New York City? My name is Jim Keady. I am a grassroots educator and activist for more than the last 2 decades. And what I want to talk about today is the work that we have to do at the grassroots level, the continual educating and organizing to move this over the finish line. We have to ask a really basic question. Why are we here today? And sometimes when we're in these fights for a long time, we forget that really simple question. We overlook it as activists, organizers, agitators, radicals, and revolutionaries. Yeah. We forget this very basic question. We're here today because we believe healthcare is a human right. Yeah. We're here today because we believe that every human being, regardless of their economic class, should be able to go to the doctor when they're sick. We're here today because we believe that no one should go bankrupt because of medical bills. Yeah. And we are here today because we believe that the systemic solution to providing health care to every person in the United States of America is a single-payer universal system known as Medicare for all. Yeah. But we weren't always here. How many people standing with us today were turned on to Medicare for all by the groundbreaking, progressive, bold campaign of Bernie Sanders? Most of the hands going up. Bernie awakened so many people in our country to the need for Medicare for all. He gave the mainstream a framework
and he bent the knee
and a ways of discussing this issue. And he put Medicare for all front and center for every citizen, for every politician, and for every member of the body politic here in America. And for that, Senator Sanders, we thank you. So those are the folks that Bernie brought here today. How many people standing with us today have been in this fight for more than 5 years? For more than 10 years? For more than 15 years? 25? Yes. So thank you for being in the fight for so long. But each of us, as activists, as organizers, needs to remember that time that we weren't in the fight. When we weren't awakened to the need for Medicare for all. When it wasn't on your radar screen. When you didn't know the facts. When you weren't passionate enough to come out on a July afternoon and demonstrate for it. Does everyone remember that point when you were clueless about this issue? Yeah. Yes. Were you a bad person then? No. Did you not care about your fellow Americans then? No. You just didn't know. And this is the starting point from which we need to leave here today in engaging our fellow Americans who are clueless, millions and millions of them, about this issue and the need for us to pass Medicare for all. As activists and organizers, agitators, radicals, and revolutionaries, this is our starting point. Again, we have millions and millions of our fellow citizens who do not know about this issue. They should not be cursed. They should not be made to feel bad. Even those who are actively working against their own self-interests by supporting politicians that don't support Medicare for all. Again, we can't curse them. We need to organize them.
We can do both, curse and organize them.
We need to meet people where they're at.
Let's do both.
We need to be prepared for their critical questions, for their hostility. Have you ever started talking to somebody about Medicare for all and immediately they start attacking you? How the hell are we going to pay for it? You want the government in charge of health care?
Yes.
You want everything to be free. Nothing's free. Who's heard these before? Yes?
Yeah.
And on so many occasions, I have seen my fellow progressives and radicals and revolutionaries get caught in the trap of trying to win an argument as opposed to organizing that individual. The first question we need to ask when we engage with someone on the Medicare for All issue is, am I truly invested in this person with whom I am speaking? If you are, when you're doing this organizing work, ask yourself, when you're talking about Medicare for All to someone on the street, in your neighborhood, at the bar, at the park, what's their name? Where are they from?
No, I don't think that's in the
Do they have any kids? Brothers and sisters?
He's not in this state.
Where'd they go to school?
I don't think.
Do they have any underlying medical issues?
I think he's in
Do they have
Washington,
insurance?
LA.
Have they ever been without insurance?
DC.
Do they know what it's like to be uninsured and have medical bills stacking up? The next thing we need to do is get their fear levels down.
Maybe it's his low.
We're talking about fundamentally changing one of the biggest systems in the United States of America. This systemic shift scares the living hell out of people who don't understand the issue.
Sure.
When they are angrily attacking us with things like, how are we going to pay for it? Know that under that anger, because anger is a secondary emotion, is fear. And we need to stay calm, not match their anger with anger, not match their fear with the fear that we might lose the argument. And we need to let them know their question's legitimate. Yeah, how are we going to pay for this? And we know we have that answer, and all the answers to the questions that people ask on this issue.
Wall Street, Federal Reserve.
Then you need to let them know about your story. I look at myself, I'm a small business owner. I run my family's tavern that's been in New Jersey for 38 years. I have to pay $12,000 a year for my health care plan.
That's how we paid for it.
If I had Medicare for all,
I love your
I'd be
progressive.
paying
Thank
$4,000 a year
We
with the
already
tax.
have the money.
Right? Now, I am no math wizard, but $4,000 is a lot less than $12,000, and as a small business owner in New Jersey, I will take that in a heartbeat.
Stephanie Kelson.
So as we do this critical organizing work, I also want to remind everyone that it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen with one conversation. It's not going to happen in a fight on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook. It's going to take a lot of committed work on our parts. And I'm not saying that it's okay that this is dragging out. Okay, this issue has been in the political fight for 100 years or more here in the U.S. We stand today here in this moment as part of this movement to bring single-payer, universal Medicare for all to everyone here in the United States. We stand here and we say that healthcare is a human right. That's right. We stand here to say that we're committed to do the three things that will bring this to reality. Number one, organize.
Yeah.
Number two, organize.
Yeah.
And number three, organize. We stand here to say to each other and to everyone here in the U.S. that we'll continue this fight, that we're going to stand in the breach against the big insurance companies and the executives who are getting rich while people can't pay their premiums or have any insurance. We stand here today to say to each other and every citizen of the United States that we will push back against big pharma while our fellow Americans go without insulin or other basic medications. And we stand here to say to each other and every citizen of the United States that we will push back against every elected official on both sides of the aisle who have sold out to big pharma and the big insurance companies, and we most especially will reserve special ire and activism for every Democrat that ran on Medicare for all and now is nowhere to be found in this fight.
Fuck those people!
We are here because we believe that Medicare for all, that health care is a human right. We believe that every human being should be able to go to the doctor when they're sick. We believe that no one should go bankrupt for medical expenses. And because we believe that the systemic solution to providing health care for every man, woman, and child in these United States of America lies in a single-payer, universal system known as, and repeat after me, Medicare for all! Thank you very much.
What do we want?